Security Plus might get your foot in the cybersecurity door, but what if you want to actually land a role in a SOC, work as an analyst, or prove you can defend against cyber threats in the real world? Well, the CySA Plus might just be the certification that gets you there. And a lot of you have been asking me lately about the CySA and whether it's worth it, what it covers, and how it compares to Security Plus. So I wanted to put this video together to give you a full breakdown. So let's get straight into it. Hey everyone, I'm Gough, a career coach and recruiter with over 14 years of experience, and one of my specialties being cybersecurity. Now, I've seen firsthand what employers really look for, and today we're diving into the CompTIA CySA Plus certification. We'll talk about what it is, who it's for, and most importantly, whether it's worth your time and money in 2025. Okay, so here's the problem. A lot of people stop after getting their Security Plus certification. Now, don't get me wrong, that's a great start. It really is the gold standard in entry-level certifications. But when you go to apply for analyst jobs, hiring managers often aren't just looking for someone who knows the basics of security. They want people who can actually detect threats, who can analyze logs and respond to incidents. So that's exactly where this certification, the CySA Plus, comes in. It's a practical, hands-on certification designed to prove you can defend against real-world attacks, not just talk about them. So what actually is CySA Plus? Well, it stands for Cybersecurity Analyst, and it's CompTIA's intermediate level certification. So think of it as the natural step after the CompTIA Security Plus. Now, while the Security Plus is broad and entry level, the CySA Plus drills a bit more down into threat detection and defense. So it tests whether you can analyze data. It uses security tools like SIEMs and take action when something suspicious pops up. So in short, the Security Plus says you understand cybersecurity, whereas the CySA Plus says you can do cybersecurity. Now, moving on to section 2, skills you'll learn. So here's what the exam covers and why it matters to employers. You'll cover threat and vulnerability management. So running vulnerability scans, analyzing results and prioritizing risks. You'll look at security operations and monitoring. So how to work with SIEMs, IDS, IPS, and analyze logs to spot suspicious activity. You'll look at incident response in more depth. So investigating breaches, how to contain them quickly and recovering systems. You'll look at compliance and assessment, so understanding regulations like GDPR. Now, if you notice a pattern here, it's this. The CySA Plus teaches you how to be the person in the SOC who notices when something's wrong and who can respond before things spiral into a full-blown breach. Okay, section 3, who is the CySA for? Now, not everyone needs the CySA Plus, so it's important to understand that. I'm not saying that you definitely need this. However, it's perfect if you're aiming for roles like a SOC Analyst Tier 1 or Tier 2, a Cybersecurity Analyst, a Threat Hunter, or a Blue Team Specialist. If you're looking at any of these type of roles, I do recommend this certification. Now, if you're coming from IT support, networking, or Security Plus, this is a great next step because it proves to hiring managers that you're ready for analyst level responsibilities. So moving on to section 4, exam details. So let's talk about exam facts so you know what to expect. Now, the current exam is CSO 003, which launched in 2023. Its format is up to 85 questions, which is a mix of multiple choice and performance based. It lasts 165 minutes and you need a passing score of 750 out of 900. Costs around $392, though it can vary depending what region you're in. This certification and exam, it's not designed to trick you with theory. It's designed to test whether you can actually think like an analyst. Okay, moving on to section 5, career impact. So here's where things get exciting. With the CySA Plus, you're signaling to employers that you can do more than just entry level. You can work in incident response, you can work in threat detection and monitoring, all roles that are constantly in demand in this space. Now, in terms of salaries, cybersecurity analysts and SOC analysts typically make between 70 to 100,000 USD, depending on your experience and location. And from a recruiter's perspective, if I see CySA Plus in your resume, I know you've gone beyond theory and invested in hands-on skills that employers actually need. And I can tell you as a recruiter, hiring managers love this. So moving on to section 6, and the question that a lot of you may be asking, is it worth it? Well, that's the big question. So if you're coming from IT, networking, or Security Plus, and you want to move into analyst roles, then yes, absolutely, it is worth it. If you want a certification that gives you credibility in blue team work, then yes, absolutely, it's worth it. But if you've already several years into a cybersecurity career and you're eyeing management or advanced engineering roles, you might want to skip this and go straight to look at something like the CISSP or the SIEM, depending on the path that you're looking to take. Now, the CySA Plus shines at that mid-level certification that bridges the gap between entry-level and advanced, and it's one of the best ways to prove to employers that you're ready for hands-on or analyst work. So here's the takeaway. Security Plus might get you an interview, probably will get you an interview at entry level to be honest, but the CySA Plus help you prove you've got the skills to actually thrive in the job. So if you want to be the one detecting threats, analyzing attacks, and keeping businesses safe, then the CySA Plus is a strong investment in your cybersecurity career. Now, since so many of you asked me to cover the CySA Plus, let me know in the comments, are you planning to sit the exam this year, or are you aiming for another certification first? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more career and cybersecurity advice. And check out my other videos on Security Plus and certification comparisons that help you figure out what the best path may be for you. If you want to discuss any of this in more detail and maybe feel that career coaching could help you, reach out to me and we can arrange a time to chat in more detail. Now, as always, keep leveling up your career. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.